Hello, and welcome to this United Airlines emergency training video. While we are currently busy correcting some of our policy mistakes and settling claims out of court, we would like to take some time to remind you of some of our other policies regarding when it's appropriate to remove passengers and different techniques that you can use as a United Airlines employee to safely and effectively neutralize a difficult situation. First, you can be assured that we understand that not all flights go according to plan. At United, we know that physical altercations are sometimes inevitable, and we stand by you 100%. But if anyone asks, tell them we said we're really sorry about this last one. Okay, now that all that's out of the way, let's get started. Anytime a passenger is loud because they are overly intoxicated, or if someone is making threats to other passengers or crew, they should be removed immediately. Now, that may seem like an obvious one, so let's cover a few instances that you may not be aware of where physical action may be necessary. First, United Airlines stands firm on our commitment to getting passengers to their destinations on time. So when it's time to take off, we can't afford a single delay. Making sure emergency seats are filled is key to an on-time takeoff and a safe flight. If emergency seating is not filled before takeoff, start by asking if there are any qualified volunteers to fill the seats. If no one is willing to occupy the emergency exit seatings, we still have to ensure passenger safety and an on-time landing. This is another case where we may have to apply our AVERT strategy, or aggressive volunteer engagement and recruiting tactics. In this instance, the flight crew is given unsupervised authority to use any means necessary to forcibly recruit a volunteer, including but not limited to brass knuckles, stun guns, and waterboarding in the event that fresh towels are available. Sometimes, passengers will attempt to sneak into first-class seating. If you notice someone that is not in their ticketed area, please ask them to return to their assigned seats. If they refuse to comply, there are a few things that you can do to resolve the situation. We've designed first class to not only be comfortable for the passenger, but also to leave the flight crew with some room to improvise when it comes to yoking someone the fuck up. The best course of action in the beginning is to avoid hostility from the passenger. Calm them down by allowing them to stay, and then saying something like, "Okay, well, let's just make sure all of your upgraded storage compartments are functioning properly." While the passenger is looking away distracted, proceed to grab them by the back of the head and slam their face with considerable force directly into the reinforced steel table trays. This should catch the passenger off guard and will usually render them unconscious or concussed to the point where they are again manageable. If they do proceed to carry on or threaten legal action, simply strike them in the face repeatedly until they agree to comply or forget who and where they are. Further instruction on effective striking is provided in the flight crew offensive ejection training booklets. One thing to keep in mind is that by the time you reach your destination, a few bodies may have piled up, and you may need to clear some space for unharmed passengers to exit. You should dump all unresponsive bodies off the side of the emergency exit. Thank you, and enjoy flying the friendly skies.